Hi, and welcome to another installment of My Life in Color. I'm glad you guys could join us. Today we're going to explore more on weekly spreads, monthly spreads, and a few other things to kind of organize your life. So I'm going to share the screen real quick. So last time we talked about kind of getting things together, getting your life in order, going through your routines and stuff you do. So here's a few things I thought to add to it. So over here, this is called a brain dump. And I like these because sometimes you get a whole lot of information at one time and you need to put it somewhere, but you can't necessarily put it in your journal per se in the right area because say you know of an event that's happening in August, and your weekly spread says June 23rd to 24th. Put it there. So what you can do is you can put it called a brain dump. And it's called that because you just dump all the dates and all the stuff in one spot and you can come back to it. So like my friend has a birthday in August, so I wrote it down here. 4th of July event that's coming up. Chicken fries coming up in August. So if you know some dates ahead of time, you can put it here and put the date out to the side. And when it comes up in your journal on the month, you can transfer it over and it's just right here and you never lose it. So always find those handy. You can do it bullet style, you can do it just written down if you like to draw it out sometimes, like a little American flag or something, you can do that as well. Also, to make bullet journaling a little more fun, there's some ways you can embellish. Of course, you can always use washi tape. And I always like washi tape because this is a great way to make a border and a frame for something if you don't want to draw, but you can also create little frames. And basically, they're just shapes. So like for this one, this is just diamonds. And so what I did was, and I'll show you right here. See, I made a little diamond. And so you just do it to like a shape of a square. So I'll just show you the idea. And then what you can do is go in and leave your space or whatever, or however you want to do it. And you can do that. And then you just keep going back and forth with the different colors and you end up with that. And that's just diamonds. And you can use whatever color, and then inside you can write the month, the day, an affirmation, anything you want. So it looks like a lot, but it's really not. And if you don't want to do that, you can always use the washi tape. Also, you might like dividers. So like, say this is events, but you want to separate it from other stuff that comes up. So like, this is work stuff, this is personal. So what you can do is you can use little borders. And usually that comes with, you can do your standard line like that. Very nice. If you add a swirl, you can make it fancy. Add little teardrops pointing up, and you got yourself a little design. And so you can just add on to that, or you can even do the arrow like that, and then you can do your feathers however you want. That's the standard one way to do it. You can also do the where you draw out the shape and do it that way. That works as well. So, and it can be anything. It can be that. Sometimes if you need a quick border, you can also, like I did here, just do a little squiggly heart, squiggly heart, and you can have yourself a little border. And if you want to spice it up, you can add flowers or diamonds or anything like that. So it's one of the things, the little borders in the corner. If you want to embellish, like here, you can draw a little flower, which is like a circle, and then you just make sure you have 5 little petals. And then If you want to, you can do loopy and add a leaf, just a little teardrop like that. Or, you know, if you want to do a heart within a heart, that works as well. And you can do whatever design. If you want to do clover, and clover is really, especially 4-leaf clover, is really just 4 hearts. Like that. And then you just color it however you want. Sometimes what is cute is like if you're having to continue to something, or like, see, this is August and I want it to link up with something else in August, I can go like this, do a cute little arrow, and then out here I can put August, so that way I know those 2 events are in August. And so that way you can even organize within your brain dump. So these over here, like I said, is another way to kind of decorate, because before we wrote out the days of the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can do that, but you can also change it up a little bit like this. And this is the one thing I like about dot paper, is it helps you draw the shapes here and there. But a good ruler, like they have these little small ones, these rulers are really nice too. So, and what you do is you're just going to draw a rectangle however long you want. And then here I used a diamond design, which is really just that. And then you can write whatever you want in it. You know, and you can color that part, you can make it frilly if you want patterns, like it real fancy. Again, you can make the leaf shape or the teardrop and just do it out a little bit, and then some swirls. You can kind of get yourself a fancy design. So, and you can do it however you want and whatever. Also, a simple, say you want Monday but you don't want to write it out, so you write the letter. What you can do is first start with a circle like this, so it gives it color, and then whatever color you want, you can kind of go around, so that way it kind of gives it, that almost blends in too much. Let me do a darker one. You can give it a color like this, and then in the center you can write M, RT, or whatever for the days of the week, and therefore you don't have to write out Monday. You can just write M and then the day or something like that. So, and there are a variety of triangles, rectangles and squares, and little designs and circles like this. These are little figure 8s, and you just put a little dot in the center, and so it's basically just this and that in the center. You color that green and it looks like a leaf. And if you want it a little fancier, you can do a little squiggle in that and just do it in a circle. So, frames and borders are limitless, and you can come up with your own. And, you know, if you don't want to, there's also stickers, like these books. They have stickers that you can also use in the corner if you want to, instead of drawing. So, everyone good on that? Alright, so this is another form of a weekly spread. I've got several types, but this is the one we're working on today. And this is this month. As you can see, it's color coordinated. So I put this as week 4 because this is the 4th week in June. And I started today. You don't have to, day for me. And what I did down here was I made a key. And keys work for if you have several different things going for you, like I have cleaning, work, what I do at home, other projects that I have to do, different events and meetings and stuff. So what I did down here is I used a shape and a color, and that became my key. So pink with a circle was work. So I can just go through, and what I remember, I can write down for the week and know this is for work, and I can just glance and realizing that it's in pink, it's for work, so I can check it that way. These I tried to include, so I'm like, oh, I'm at a meeting, today at 5 afterwards, but I can just glance at it, and that way you don't have to sit there, oh, when is that, and all the colors look the same. It does help if you change your color. I made a personal color, which is orange, so that's the things, I need to do, like collage, draw, read, my personal projects. If you work in a place like I do, that you have colleagues that have programs and stuff, I choose a color and a shape for them as well, so that way I can keep up with what's going on. So that way I know one of my colleagues, actually 2 of my colleagues, have an event that day, and I don't. I have one this day. So it kind of helps keep up with everyone's schedule, your schedule, what's going on, and like even for supper or dinner, what you call it, I have its own color as well, and like if it's going to be leftovers, it'll be leftovers. If I'm going to cook or go grab some of the rolls, I'll write that down there. But this setup is basically just long rectangles set up like a column base, so therefore it's perfect for listing if you like to list your stuff. Now sometimes if you have trouble writing straight or in a straight line, you can always take a ruler and make notebook lines if you want to. And if you have the dots and the dots, you just really connect the dots. So you can do this, and then you have your own notebook paper. And if you like wide width, then you would just catch like the middle of that, and if you like college rule, then you can do that as well. That way, if you're having something that you need to focus more on, you can do that, keep it straight, so that way it doesn't bleed, because sometimes my stuff I write off to the side sometimes when I'm in a hurry, and so they run in together. That way you can kind of keep it separate. Also, this makes a great divider. So in some of the ones before, what I did is I did work and then I blocked it off, and then the rest was home. So you can do that as well. And so like say this is work, and this would be after work, so this would be errands. Then this would be home. And so since I used orange for home, this is where it would be supper, and then projects. And I put projects because I don't know if I'm going to draw, collage, or what I'm going to do exactly, but I know I'm going to be doing something. So let's see. And then of course over here, Saturday, I have Saturday by itself because I separate Saturday and Sunday, because this month I work on Saturdays, so my Saturdays are a little busy, and so that way you have open should you have to meet somebody or have something coming up from work. Now if your weekends are more sparse in events, you might just double that, like one Saturday, one Sunday, and this way you can just kind of see an overview of your week, and it's nice. Down here, this little section, you can use it for notes, to-dos, goals, gratitude, a combination. If you choose to move Sunday up here with Saturday, then you can make this a separate, or you can use this whole bottom grid. And what I did here was I actually put several. So I put to do, to be the clean house, goal to be drink more water, and gratitude, what you're thankful for. And you can set them on one thing so they're right there in front of you. This could just be a gratitude log. Like this week I'm thankful for, it can be a to-do, as in I've got to clean the house, got to make sure, I've got some stuff finished, or what you call it. And since it is coming upon the end of the month, out here I finished up June, and then I put July over here, a miniature calendar. and I separated it with washi tape. So that's what I mean, you can use it as a border. And then I drew a little ice cream down here, and he's really cute, so I'll show you. Start with a little hump like that. And then we're gonna do what kind of looks like a little popcorn thing at first. And then the cone, of course, is a triangle. And so, draw a little face. And then I give him a little cherry for like a hat. And you got yourself a little ice cream. And you can do that for a design too. If you don't want ice cream, you want clouds. If you want to make it, you can just do clouds like this and do different designs. If you want to make it cute, just add a little eyes and a smile. So you have options. Now sometimes this might be too plain in here. You can divide these with washi tape, different designs. Like I have this color and this color, which you can make very pictures and stuff. Or you can go up the side with pin scrolls, and you can do it in color or not or whatever. And so this is where washi tape comes in handy. I used it up here because I had a lot of blank space. And it's not necessarily something you want to write on there, but you could. If you have like a long affirmation or you have a saying or something that you like, you can write it on top like that. But I used the washi tape, and I did some wrong things up here. So, and stickers as well, they help. All right, everyone good on that? All right, so this is what I got next. I'll be back one moment. I saw that my battery's running low, so I gotta go get the cord real quick. One moment. I wish I had some music to play right now. Ta-da! Crisis averted. Woohoo! All right. Yeah, I thought I had more battery on it than that, but it drained pretty quick, so. All right, so where was I? Ah, yes. So, since the next week comes at the end of June, there's only 3 days in June, so I decided to split it up a little different. So this is why this looks odd. And unfortunately, when you're doing lines, gel pen's probably not the best thing to use because it smears, and so just ignore the smudge marks on that. But so I put the days, the 28th to the 30th, and I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this wraps up June. So now you can do a weekly spread if you like the rest of the week on it. You can take this side and just finish it out with Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and whatnot. But I took this part and I did lines to kind of show you that you can make your own lines, so that way it's like notebook paper. This spot right here, if you choose to do this, you can make it goals, to-do, drawings, or whatever. Also, the option is if you want your end of the week to be one page, you just move Monday over here and so on, and then the rest of the week down here. So it's totally flexible to however you want to do it, and that's the beauty of this, is you can do whatever you want or however you want to. So I'll put down here, goodbye June and hello July. So we start with July, and of course, like I said, every month I seem to have a color palette that I use. And so June was super colorful, kind of like May, but this one is going to be more on the reds, the blues, the silvers, just because of the summer month this is, and some greens, of course, for watermelon. And so this separated the month, so June is wrapped up, we start in July. And then so I put a little calendar here. And you don't have to do that, you can do a bigger one, you can do a whole month spread. And I'll show you that the next time. That takes up the whole page. But I wanted to do something kind of like this, which focuses more on drawing or washi tape, whatever you want to do. So I put the light out. And like I said, these little designs here is just pen following the outside of the words. And therefore you can do swirlies, you can do all sorts of things and make it super fancy. If you want fun, you can do what I like to do also is you can do little dots where it's almost like those illuminated letters, and it goes around. You can have all kinds of fun designs and whatnot. Also, I did strings like this. So I did the different colors, the red, the blue, and the silver, because it's kind of the nature of the holiday for this. And you can do whatever color July speaks for you. You know, there are sunflowers and stuff going this time, so you could have yellows, you could have blacks, you could have just, you know, whatever colors you want. And so I did a little string here just because I thought it was neat. And I put little stars for, again, kind of the nature of the holiday. It's the 4th, you know, the 4th of that month. And there's independence celebrations and so forth, and so you start to really see the patriotic colors come out. So you can choose to do that, you can choose to do whatever. Now here, your calendar, you can leave it as is, you can border it with washi tape, you can draw around it. And now this is Rose, and I'll show you how to do that. And first you just start with a little swirl. And then what you do is you just layer, because if you think of a rose, it's layered. So, and you just layer it until you get to where you like it. Now, it can be really wide, it can be really big, it can be really small. If you want, you can point out the edges more. You can, but you just keep building on it, however big and however large you want. If you like more like a chrysanthemum, not a chrysanthemum, but yeah, more of a chrysanthemum, you can kind of start, like I said, chrysanthemum peony, I guess is more what this would be. And you just layer. And that's basically what a lot of flowers are shapes and layers. And then you just add your leaves. And you can do a whole bouquet of that, you can do a whole line of that, you can do one and then do some ribbons or whatnot. And so here I did little fireworks because, like I said, it is the 4th, and I did a watermelon because summer and watermelon tend to go hand in hand. I did a wave because the Olympics are coming up this month, and surfing has been inducted into the Olympics, which I'm super excited about. And it's the first time it's done that, so I put a wave there to honor the surfing. And you can do July however you want. And these are just some different ideas. You can do the standard cursive, print, block. Take the block, you add some points to it and kind of carve it, and you've got yourself a little more edgy color. And if you want to spice it up a little bit, you can do fireworks. But you just take what I like, and just do little sparks like that. And you do it with different colors, and then you have yourself a fireworks display. Alright, so the last thing I've got for you guys is, this is going to show you how I kind of set up a month. So this is the end of next week. And so I put the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday right here because Sunday's the 4th. So that's our independence celebration for a lot of folks, especially this weekend. So if you're going out to see family or you're doing something, you would want to put those there. That's the option of keeping it notebook or keeping it regular. Now out here, these tend to be plain. I just did one color. You can do multiple colors. Some of these sticker things, if you can find them, like at Walmart or the Dollar Tree, they'll have the month in them, and you can put them on the put those on the label instead of writing it out if you want something a little different. Or you can do different calligraphy, different colors, or what you call it. But here I have notes because it is important to know that with the 4th, if you happen to be the one hosting the party, you're going to have to get all the stuff together. So that way you can tell people what they need to bring. If they need to bring anything, what you need to get going. And if you have it ahead of time, again, it harkens back to that grocery run. If we can meal plan ahead of time, we can do it in one stop shop, and we kind of have a budget and figure out what we're going to do, and how much we have to spend, can't spend, and what to do. Should we end up running a little short, we can compensate for something elsewhere. And so if you want, like I said, this is standard, and you can also have, because I know some of you have washi tape, and you can find washi tape at the Dollar Tree as well. So you don't have to spend a whole bunch to do it. You can still have fun and not have to spend a whole lot of money, because sometimes washi tape can be a little pricey. But you can divide it like that, and it's really good for borders. Like that. Also, if you like a page, or if you like the ends like this, like that didn't leave quite enough page, but if you wanted to, you could go like this and frame it out. And by framing it out, you've got yourself a little more color, and so therefore what turned out for just regular pins or whatever, you've added some color to it just by using washi tape, and it didn't take you too much more time or much longer. And if you don't like the seams, what you can do is I'll just use this sticker. And you can put a sticker right there over it, and you can use flower or whatever you have. So, like I said, notes here, prep for the week to do. This is where you would put if you're going to grill, how much meat you need. If you do hot dogs, what kind of hot dogs, when you need them, the buns, the condiments, ketchup. Are you going to do fries? Are you going to do baked beans? Are you guys going to eat out? Are you guys going to do something? You're going to go to the 4th of July fireworks show. You can write all that down and start planning and kind of have an idea of where you want to go, rather than just scrambling in the last minute and be like, oh my gosh, I got this coming up. You kind of know what's going ahead of time. So that's what this is designed. So. Well, that's what I forgot for you guys today. Any questions? Anything else need over? The audio sound good and everything?
Yeah, that's great.
Perfect.
I love the idea of a brain dump. That's super helpful.
Good, yeah. And like I said, you can design it however. You can make it colorful. You can use it, surround it with washi tape. It's just one of those things I absolutely love to do. So, wow. Thank you guys for coming.
Well, it's fun.
And our next meeting will be... Yeah, our next meeting will be, and this is why I like having calendars. It should be, I guess let's see, what is today? Today is the 23rd. So it'll be the 7th. We'll meet again on the 7th. So, and there I'm going to show you. So we'll meet on the 7th, and
I just agreed.
Okay. I thought you said wait. I was like, huh? So.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. So we'll meet on the 7th, and I'll show you a monthly spread that takes up the whole page and more things like that. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.